Hello, welcome to my video summer vlog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Lakers victory against Kings tonight, 131 to 127. Where tonight the Lakers defeated the Sacramento Kings 131 to 127, and with this victory, the Lakers finished the record with a record of 3-0, and they are in this moment they are undefeated. This is the best record that the Lakers have since the 2023-2011 season. Well, about this game, this was a very complicated game because the Lakers suffered more than what expected because they made a lot of turnovers, especially 19 turnovers. These turnovers happened especially in the second quarter and the third quarter. When in the third quarter is when the Lakers played this world basketball, they were trailing, but in the fourth quarter, especially in the first minutes of the fourth quarter, is when LeBron James played a tremendous basketball level and he led the victory of the game. In the first quarter, the Lakers were leading the game most of the time of the quarter by 5 to 7 point difference, but again the Lakers couldn't close very well the first quarter because they put a bench player and they just were winning or leading the game by 2 point difference, 28 to 26. In the first minutes of the second quarter, especially in the first 3 to 4 minutes of the quarter, the Lakers controlled the game where they increased the lead to around 14 point difference, and they were having a very easy game. But again, in the Lakers couldn't close very well the quarter where the Sacramento Kings reduced the gap in this quarter. Again, the Lakers won this quarter by 2 point difference, and the Lakers increased the lead to a 4 point difference. But remember that in the first minutes of this quarter, in the second quarter, the Lakers were leading by 14 point difference, and in the halftime, the Lakers were leading the game 64 to 60. In the third quarter is when the Lakers played its worst basketball of the game, where the Sacramento Kings play is best basketball because in this quarter the Lakers played a full game in the defense and the offense side. This is the quarter where the Lakers lost most of they have most of the turnovers that in the game, where the Lakers in this quarter they used only scored 23 points. The Kings scored 34 points. The Lakers lost this quarter by 11 point difference, and the Sacramento Kings come back and they were leading by 4 point difference in the end of the quarter, 91 to 87. About this quarter, the Lakers play a very bad basketball, but in the last 2 to 3 minutes of the game, the Lakers improved his basketball level, where they reduced that gap of 14 point difference. But in the last minute, the last two possession of the game of the third quarter, the Lakers had the opportunity to 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 take again the lead, but they execute very well these two last possession, and the Sacramento Kings take advantage of that, and they increase the lead to a 4 point difference. And to be honest, seeing what happened in the third quarter, I thought that the Lakers were going to lose this game, but not. In the fourth quarter, the Lakers played a tremendous basketball, especially LeBron James. They ran a 21-0 in the first 3-4 minutes of the game. They took an advantage of a lead of 14 point difference, and they won the game. This fourth quarter was very well played, where the Lakers had the game under control with less than three minutes to play. But again, the Lakers couldn't close this game. They relaxed his game, like what happened in the first, second, and third quarter, and the Sacramento Kings put the game in emotion, where the Sacramento Kings had the opportunity to win this game in the last minutes of the quarter, even though the Lakers had the game under control with less than 3 minutes to play. But in the end, the Lakers won this quarter 44 to 33, the most points that the Lakers have scored in any quarter until this moment, and they won the game 31 to 127. About the overall statistics, the Lakers threw by a 50.2 percentage from field goal, very well. but they allow 51.1% from field goal. That is a very bad, something that the defense need to focus. They made 14 triples. This was amazing, but they allowed 15 triples. And about the free throw, the Lakers made 21, but the Sacramento Kings made 22. Something that I am very concerned is that the Lakers had 19 turnovers. Most of them were in the third quarter. So this is something that the JJ Redick and the Lakers staff need to focus to improve and to avoid this kind of of errors. And again, by back to a tier strain game, the Lakers won the paint this time 60-54. About the individual statistics, uh, the best player was LeBron James. That he made a triple double with 32 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists. But the most important is that the LeBron James scored 16 out of the 32 of the points in the last quarter, especially in that rally of the Laker in that rally in the beginning of the fourth quarter, 21-0. The second best scorer was Anthony Davis, that he scored 31 points. He was one rebound shy to another double double, and this is a third straight game that he scored more than 30 points. The third best player was Rui Hashimura with 80 points, and the same that Anthony Davis, he was one rebound shy to a double double, and the tier one best players were Aston Reeves and D'Angelo Russell with the same point, 16. So what happened this week? This week was the inaugurational week where the Lakers played 3 games and they won the 3 games. In the tip of day, the Lakers play against the Timberwolves and they defeated 110-103. Yesterday, the Lakers received the Phoenix Suns, and the Lakers won it by 7 point difference, 123-116. And tonight they had a complicated game, but they won in back-to-back days against the Sacramento Kings, 151-127. What I told you in the beginning of the video, this is the first time that the Lakers started 3-0 since the 2010-2011 NBA season, and after eight games that the Lakers play against the Sacramento Kings, finally Anthony Davis could defeat the Sabonis. So what's next? The next week, the Lakers will play 3 games. The Lakers will start 5 straight games that the Lakers will play as a away team. The next Monday, October 28th, the Lakers will travel to Phoenix where they play against the Phoenix Suns at 20 o'clock Eastern Time. Remember that this series, the Lakers defeated the Phoenix Suns yesterday 122-116. So the Lakers are leading the series 1-0. About this game, I think that the Lakers will suffer its first loss of the season because the Phoenix Suns play a very basketball in home. Later, the Lakers will travel to the Northeast, where the next Wednesday, October 30 and 19 o'clock Eastern Time, the Lakers will travel to Cleveland, where they will play against the Cavaliers. Remember that in this moment, the Cleveland Cavaliers, in this moment, they are in the. The internet is not very great. They are undefeated like the same as the Lakers with a record of 3-0. This will be a very emotional game for LeBron James and his son, Ronnie James Jr., because they are from Akron, Ohio, or Cleveland, something near to Cleveland. So this will be a very emotional game, and I think that the Ronnie James will play some minutes against the Cavaliers. So I think the Lakers will win this game by 5 or 10 point difference. And the last game of the next week will be where the Lakers will travel to Canada, where the Lakers will play against Toronto Raptors and Toronto, Canada, the next Friday, November 1st at 19:30 Eastern Time. In this moment, the Toronto Raptors have a record of 1-2, so I think that the Lakers will have an easy game and the Lakers will win this game by more than 10 point difference. So in this video, I talk about the Lakers victory tonight against the Sacramento Kings, 131-127, and this is the first time the Lakers started a 3-0 record since the 2010-2011 NBA season, and this is the first time that Anthony Davis defeated Anthony Sabonis in 9 games. So this week the Lakers defeated the Timberwolves, the Suns, and the Kings. They finished with the record of 3-0, and the next week the Lakers will start a 5 straight games play that will play as a away team, where they will travel to Phoenix, Arizona, later to the Cleveland, Ohio, and later to Toronto, Canada. So this is all for tonight. I hope you've liked this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can let me here in my Substack blog or in my YouTube or Spotify channels. See you next video. Gibran.